man, right here along DeQuinder, it's kind of a mess. I'm along 14 Mile in DeQuinder, and take a look at DeQuinder. Right as drivers are getting into the turn lane to take a right-hand turn onto 14 Mile, there's plenty of potholes in this turn lane. Now, we actually put a call out on Facebook because we want to know from our viewers, where are the problem spots? And we found someone who has pothole damage that's going to cost him thousands of dollars to fix.
All of a sudden I hit this, the size of Mars type of pothole.
Leaving Kyle Antonio with 2 flats and 2 broken rims on his 2021 Trackhawk. He does have a temporary fix in place, but the permanent fix is going to be expensive.
It's about $1,500 or so to fix the wheels alone, plus another few hundred for the tires.
The average price of a tire these days is about $150.
Bill Nalu is the owner of Interstate Auto Care. He tells me a tire costs around $150. Broken rims can cost a couple hundred, sometimes even several hundred. He says there are some proactive ways you can make sure your car is prepared for pothole season. Most of them have to do with making sure you can see the potholes. Clean the windshield off inside and out, make sure your windshield wipers are up to date, and clean your headlights.
Before you head out in the morning, make sure that your rear view mirrors don't have any salt or ice on them and what have you. And then the other part of that is when you get out there, take a rag and just clean your headlights a little bit.
It's also a good idea to put more air into the tires to give yourself a little extra cushion if you do hit a pothole. So what happens if you do take all these steps and you still hit a pothole causing damage? Consider car insurance.
If a driver gets some damage to their car, can they file a claim?
They can file a claim, but they have to be careful because it's actually an at-fault accident.
That's right, you're at fault. So is it worth filing a claim? Well, that depends on the amount of damage and your deductible to see if it's worth how much extra you'll be paying in your insurance a month.
You're going to want to have at least $1,000 over your deductible worth of damage to consider making a claim.
Now, Henry says just have a conversation with your insurance agent. Make sure you have that open communication to figure out if it's worth filing a claim or not. But you heard him say it there. It's got to be at least over $1,000. Most pothole damage hopefully isn't that expensive, so it may or may not be worth it. Just depends on how expensive it is. Reporting live in Troy, I'm Allie Hoxie with 7 Action News.
Yeah, and some folks seem to have all the bad luck and hit a couple of potholes and suffer damage, and each one of them may be just under. It's a really tough call.